So from the audience, I want to know like how many people are from die casting industry. Raise your hands. Die casting, and how many from machine shops, machining, Ampatur machining. Okay, good. And anybody into plastic injection molding, plastics, textile? Okay, super. So I think most of the industries, I get a fair idea that either you're into manufacturing, die casting, machining, plastic injection molding. Anybody from electronics, electrical electronics? Okay, electrical electronics, superb. And of course, there'll be some service providers also. So this kind of forms the ecosystem of MSM industries mostly, because we don't make our own products. Rather, we would be supplying parts to the other companies. So, உங்களை மாதிரி தான் நானும் இருந்தேன். இந்த கொஞ்ச நாள் முன்னாடி நமக்கு இருக்கிற 4 பிரச்சனையை பார்த்தா போதும், இந்த ஐஓடி இண்டஸ்ட்ரி 4 இதெல்லாம் எங்கே நேரம் இருக்குது, சப்ளையருக்கு ஒழுங்காக சப்ளை பண்ணணும், பேமெண்ட்டை வாங்கணும், கொடுக்கணும், சம்பளத்தை கொடுக்கணும், இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு மைண்ட் செட்டில் தான் ஐ வாஸ் ஆல்சோ ரன்னிங் தி இண்டஸ்ட்ரி. அஃப்கோர்ஸ் என்னோட இண்டஸ்ட்ரி இட் இஸ் an MSME இண்டஸ்ட்ரி. We do 2 business divisions. One business division we make OEM parts. We buy castings, we buy forgings, we machine it, we do the sub-assembly and supply to the customers. So my customers would be all the OEM manufacturers like valve industry, earth moving industry, tractor and farm. இவங்களுக்கெல்லாம் parts supply பண்ணுறோம். And the other industry is into fabrication industry. So pretty much on the manufacturing, it is material removal and material joining. So the rendu industry irukku. In the again industry 4 engadhu enakku onnum theriyama irundhu. Of course I know it's something related with technology, but my demystifying discussions started with IACC, because I was part of IACC. And IACC la ஒரு டைம் எங்க EC மீட்டிங்ல உட்கார்ந்து பேசிட்டு இருக்கும்போது then I met Sundaram sir. And பேசிருக்கோம் சார், இந்த ஐஓடிங்கிறாங்களே என்னென்னு, அது he started explaining me that Prabhu, I have implemented this in my company, நீ ஏன் என் கம்பெனி பார்க்கக்கூடாது அப்படின்னு. I said கண்டிப்பாக வரன்ட்டு. then immediately I went to his company. Then அங்கே sir has explained me that how it was implemented in his company. ரியல் டைமாக டேட்டா கலெக்ஷன் பார்க்க முடிஞ்சது. ஈவன் அவர் சொன்ன மாதிரி ஒரு மிஷின் உங்கள்கிட்ட சப்போஸ் மிஷின்ஸ் இருந்துன்னு வச்சுங்களேன், you will have missions and you will be running 3 shift operation. இன்றைக்கி we have to run the mission 3 shift to get the best efficiency. So அது மாதிரி பார்க்கும்போது I was really able to see the usage of this IoT. Then I came back. Of course, industries are different. He's from a welding machine manufacturing industry. I'm from a component manufacturing. Inge there will be die casting. So industries might be different, but the concept is the same. Then I started thinking how this concept can be utilized in my industry. Then finally I found a solution provider who can come and work with us. Then we got into implementing this, and I'm telling you, it is a real success, and it really differentiates, especially if you want to export. Siggy Thomas madam said, if you want to export MSME industries, how do you export to the US? And when you go to the US and then you present about your products, the main problem with market outside is you are almost 24 hours time difference, communication, and all those things separates them, the trust. So இதெல்லாம் கவர் பண்ணுறதுக்கு to give them the the platform that okay, look at our systems from your office you can access அப்படிங்கன்னு சொல்லலாம். As well as you tell them that how innovative you are. So this is how exactly it helps in business also. அல்டிமேட்டாக ஒரு இங்கே நிறைய பேர் ஆண்டர்ப்ரனர்ஸ் இருப்பாங்க. அல்டிமேட்டாக நமக்கு என்ன வேணும், நம்ம என்ன பண்ணாலும் இதுலேருந்து பிஸ்னஸ் வருதா அப்படிங்கிறத நம்ம ஃபஸ்ட்டு திங்கிங்கே இருக்கும். இதுலேருந்து பிஸ்னஸ் வருதா, இதுலேருந்து பைசா வருதான்னு. இந்த ரெண்டுமே இதில் வருது. And that is why I'm here to show you. So we'll see some live examples, live case studies. Of course, I have a co-presenter from Silvac who has helped us in implementing the solution. Of course, like Silvac Mari, there are many other companies who are doing this. உங்கள் இண்டஸ்ட்ரிக்கு எது ஃபிட் ஆகும்னு நீங்கள் டிசைட் பண்ணணும். அதுக்கு தான் IACC இருக்கும். Of course, IACC I forgot to mention that it's a bilateral trade organization, Indo-American Chamber of Commerce. தமிழ்நாடுல மட்டும் we have about 300 plus members from various fields, manufacturing, pharma, textile, you talk about food processing, எல்லாமே, all these experts are part of IACC. And not only from Tamil Nadu, Tamil Nadu chapter is headed by myself as chairman. We have co-chairmans, and Sujata madam is here. And of course, she is a regional director. And we have 2 other of our staff here, Vidya and Abhinaya. They are standing next to the door. அவங்களாம் இங்கே இருக்க போகிறாங்க for the entire day. So feel free to go talk to them, tell about your industry, and definitely they can connect you to the right service providers. யார்கிட்ட போகணுங்கிறது ரொம்ப முக்கியம், because you have to go to the right people who have done it, who have benefited it. That is the database we carry as IACC. So please do talk to us. We will definitely help you to connect. And without much delay, let me go to the presentation. Yeah, so welcome everyone. So நீங்கள் மெஷரிங் இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்ட் நிறைய பேர் வந்து மெஷரிங் இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்ட்ஸ் தமிழ் ஐ மீன் ஸ்விட்சிங் இஸ் ஓகே இல்லை ஐ ஹோப் பீப்புள் ஆர் கம்ஃபர்டபுள் வித் போத் ஸோ ஐல் கீப் ஸ்விட்சிங் பட் எனி டவுட்ஸ் இருந்தால் நீங்கள் ப்ளீஸ் டூ ஆஸ்க் மீ ஸோ மெஷரிங் இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்ட்ஸ் நீங்கள் பார்த்துருப்பீங்க எனி ப்ராடக்ட் யூ மேக் யூ ஹேவ் டு மெஷர் மெட்ராலஜி இஸ் ஆல் அபவுட் மெஷர்மெண்ட்ஸ் ஸோ முன்னாடி வந்து வேர்னியர்ஸ் வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா அந்த டயலே இல்லாமல் இருந்தது பட் இப்போ வந்து நவ் இட் ஹஸ் பிகம் டிஜிட்டல். So to the other side you can see the digital micrometers, basic micrometers. நம்ம கையில் எடுத்து we have to measure it to see the reading, and then reading கூட கொஞ்சம் க்ளோஸாக போய் பார்க்கணும். Maybe sometimes we need a magnifying glass to look at the readings. Now that has come into digital. Digital and I'll tell you how it has gone to IoT. Bore gauges, dial gauges, everything has been digitalized now. So analogலேருந்து instruments have gone to digital, and some of these instruments நீங்கள் பார்த்துருப்பீங்க. பட் how these instruments are communicating with the machines அதான் நம்ம பார்க்க போகிறோம். இது நிறைய பேர் நீங்கள் பார்த்துருப்பீங்க. ஈஸியாக டிஸ்பிளே வந்து டிஜிட்டல் இருக்கும். நம்ம அதை பார்த்துட்டு நம்ம இன்ஸ்பெக்ஷன் ரிப்போர்ட்டில் எழுதிட்டு அப்புறம் அதை ஒரு ஆள் எடுத்துகிட்டு போயிட்டு கம்ப்யூட்டரில் போய் ஃபீட் பண்ணுவார். அது நம்ம பார்த்துருக்கோம். பட் இந்த என்டையர் ப்ராசஸை எலிமினேட் பண்ணி நம்ம மெஷர் பண்ணணும் உடனே எப்படி வந்து நமக்கு அந்த ரிப்போர்ட் கம்ப்யூட்டர் ப்ரோக்ராம் கேப்சர் பண்ணணும் இன்ஸ்பெக்ஷன் ரிப்போர்ட் போகிறவங்க தான் நம்ம பார்க்க போகிறோம். இப்போ of course different kinds of analog instruments, different kinds of digital instruments. இது கண்டிப்பாக ஏதாவது ஒன்று உங்கள் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில் நீங்கள் யூஸ் பண்ணியிருப்பீங்க if you are into manufacturing. So advantages of digitalization: easy to measure and reduce inspection time. இன்னைக்கு வந்து time is moneyங்க. Any business you do, it is always time, how much time you utilize to complete the product. நீங்கள் அந்த உங்களுக்கு இருக்க 8 hours ஷிஃப்ட்டில் வந்து யூ ஆர் மேக்கிங் 100 காம்பனன்ட்ஸா இல்லை யூ ஆர் ஏபிள் டு மேக் 120 காம்பனன்ட்ஸா. ஸோ இஃப் யூ மேக் த 20 காம்பனன்ட்ஸ் தட் இஸ் வேர் யுவர் ப்ராஃபிட்டபிலிட்டி. ஸோ எங்கே வந்து டைமை நம்ம ரெடியூஸ் பண்ணலாம், வேஸ்ட்டை எலிமினேட் பண்ணலாம் அப்படிங்கிறது தான் நம்ம கோலே. ஸோ ஒன் சச் ஏரியா இஸ் திஸ் பர்டிகுலர் திங். ஸோ இட் இஸ் ஈஸி டு மெஷர் அண்ட் இட் வில் ரெடியூஸ் தி இன்ஸ்பெக்ஷன் டைம். சேம் திங், high accuracy and good repeatability, இது ரெண்டும் முக்கியமானது. ஸோ பிகாஸ் இட் இஸ் நவ் நம்ம rather than measuring by a human, it kind of goes into digital measuring. So automatically வந்து உங்களுக்கு accuracy level வந்து improves ஆகுது because there is no manual intervention between a human and a paper or from paper to the computer. And easily interfacing with the PC for data collection. இதை வந்து நீங்கள் PC கூட ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக நீங்கள் இன்டகிரேட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். I'll show you how it is. And now it can also give a feedback and also scrap reduction at the beginning stage. ஸோ சப்போஸ் வந்து ஒரு காம்பனண்ட் வந்து நமக்கு வந்து பண்ணிகிட்டு இருக்கோம், மிஷின் ஷாப்பில் போட்டு மிஷின் பண்ணிட்டுருக்கோம். இம்மீடியட்டாக வந்து அந்த ஃபஸ்ட்டு மெஷர்மெண்ட்லேயே வந்து இட் கேன் கேட்ச் ஹோல்ட் இல்லை இந்த காம்பனண்ட் வந்து அவுட் ஆஃப் டாலரன்ஸ் இருக்குது அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு இட் கேன் கிவ் த சிக்னல் டு த மிஷின் as well as to the operator as well as to the QC lineman inspector and to the GM of quality. அவங்க மேபி டிஃப்ரெண்ட் லொக்கேஷன்ஸ் இருப்பாங்க பட் the thing is everything is kind of seamlessly connected. ஸோ ஒரு இடத்துல ஒரு இம்மீடியட்டாக if there is a mistake, immediately it gets highlighted to everybody in the system. So again, I'll just probably I think this TV is visible. Okay, so you are seeing a Excel spreadsheet, typical Excel spreadsheet. To the right வந்து you are seeing a component. So இதில் beauty வந்து through this Bluetooth technology, and Bluetooth is not new. It is something which we are using. ரொம்ப நாள் முன்னாடி வந்து நம்ம செல்ஃபோன் யூஸ் பண்ணிருந்தோம். அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து செல்ஃபோன்லேருந்து we had this cordless, எல்லாரும் வந்து பாக்கெட்டில் வச்சுருப்பாங்க with the wire, you can hear the speech or talk. Then became Bluetooth. இன்னும் எல்லாரும் வந்து காதில் வந்து they have a device, Bluetooth device, and then through which they are able to talk. So consumer productsல வந்து we are all using Bluetooth technology. But நம்ம own industries வந்து we are missing to use it, and it's very simple. That's exactly all these instruments are doing. It has a Bluetooth enabled transmitter which transmits this data when you measure it to the PC. The right side like a screen there is a component, and exactly வந்து it tells you the dimensions. All those green things are the measured dimension, and it takes to the PC, and then from there also you can get it to your Excel reports automatica. So this is how it kind of seamlessly integrates. When you measure, immediately data gets transmitted to the Bluetooth and it shows up in the computer. உங்களுக்கு drawing இருக்கும், over drawingly உங்களுக்கு வந்து there will be some critical measurements. Against this critical measurement, what is it you have achieved and whether it is okay or not. It is okay, it is green. If it is not okay, it shows us red. So likewise, you can kind of centralize the entire measuring operations in your company. If you have one mission, two mission, doesn't matter. You can centralize all these data collection and checks and balances. And it is impossible to skip. Most of the time, rejections when you go back and check, yes sir, நான் மறந்துட்டேன் சார், இந்த இன்ஸ்பெக்ஷனை மெஷர் பண்ணுறதுக்கு மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டோம். There'll be QAPல 10 stages இருக்கும், or maybe 15 stages இருக்கும் to complete a component. Every stage is critical for the quality. ஒரு மெஷர்மெண்ட் விட்டுருப்பாங்க. Human error, right? You, me, everybody will do it. But what the beauty of the system is, when you integrate the computer to the instrument, the inspection report complete ஆகாது unless you complete all the 10 stages. 10 stages inspection நீங்கள் அந்த computer capture பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் it will say inspection is completed and the paper gets digitally generated. இல்லாட்டி you will not be able to complete the inspection report. So ultimately you are moving out the manual process of inspection to a computer controlled process of inspection. This is very, very important. Most of the time we miss taking a measurement, and that's where the problem creates. So for example, on the screen now there is a component we are measuring, and then behind with the dial gauge, the dial gauge pinnadi there is a monitor which is capturing the data. So there is absolutely no cable or nothing. The entire thing is transmitted through Bluetooth. And of course, it is a green initiative. So nama complete we are all talking about circular economy, reducing waste, and waste reduction it happens in every part of our process, including the consumables what we use. Consumables paper is one of the largest consumable we use. So there is absolutely no paper, no pad. Because when you go to the shop floor, your inspector will be having a pad, you'll be having a pencil, and then you'll having an instrument. So he will be kind of trying to figure out how to do it. So all these are done. So there is no pads, there is no papers, there is no pen or pencil. You and your instrument and the IoT, pretty much. So ultimately there is no manual inspection reports being generated. In the whatever this report electronically generated, it can be stored as a PDF file. You can digitally sign and then supply with the component. Supply with the component, it doesn't need to be printed. It can be emailed to the customer, or even you can go one step ahead and then give an access of this to your customer. So the customer gets to see immediately once the product is done, what is the inspection report. So நீங்கள் component அனுப்புறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே, let's say you're shipping out 100 components, you give a login to your customer, he will be able to read the 100 components report and then say, whatever components coming from Precision is all already cleared quality. And then now I don't need to put somebody else to measure it, right? Maybe you will do a sample inspection. So a lot of, it not only adds value for you, it also adds value for your customer. This is where exactly I said, when you want to go to the developed countries, you want to do marketing, and அவங்க எல்லாம் பார்க்குறது என்னென்னா how you differentiate. இந்தியாவிலேருந்து நீ வர, okay, like somebody talked about Turkey and other countries, because when you go out of India, then it's an open market. You are competing against Turkey, you are competing against South Koreans, you are competing against the entire world. So for them, if you have a system like this, then automatically the trust comes. They see that they are able to access these informations, and these informations there is no human intervention towards it. So that gives an extra confidence to your customers. And the other Excel I have just made an example captured. These are all live data captured from our company, and there is one particular measurement it has gone red. So nobody is changing it red. Automatically if it is out of tolerance, it becomes red. And the other best thing is this is something very useful. நாங்கள்லாம் என்ன பண்ணுவோம்னா, calibration we put a sticker on every instrument, right? I mean, everybody would be using ISO system, and then you will be calibrating your instruments. You put a sticker every time. The sticker கொஞ்ச நாள்ல கிழிஞ்சு போயிடும், அழுக்காயிடும். oil puttu. So you forget to calibrate the instrument. And what happens if you use a wrong instrument which is not calibrated? You'll be giving a wrong measurement, and obviously your part will be rejected. So automatically in the IoT, this small Bluetooth enabled device you use your vernier caliper or a bore gauge, screw gauge, computer will tell you when it needs to be calibrated. What happens if you don't calibrate? It will shut off. The instrument, you cannot use it because it will not turn on. So automatically it sends a report to the QC manager saying that these 10 instruments calibration due and it will not turn on. So automatically this instrument gets disabled and it will not be available for your usage. It will not work. So that's the biggest advantage. So somebody is coming for audit, qualifying your shop. First kelvi dhaan kepanga, how do you calibrate your instrument? You tell them that, sir, we don't do manual calibrations. Of course, calibration paniyano. How do you control and monitor the calibrations is exactly like this. They'll be super impressed. Trust me. So, unable to use wrong, that's what I said. Neenga vandu tappana instrument use pandradhukku valiye irukadu because the system will not allow you to use wrong instruments. And this is a typical example of our inspection reports, how it gets generated automatically. This is a video. We are measuring the gauge. Operator of the measurement radar to infrared. And he takes it out. And he sees the reading. He presses a button, it automatically gets to the screen next. So simple. We have about 20 CNC machines. So remember, 20 CNC machines, every single operator measuring the data, and then how much data we collect. Everything is now I used to have 5 line inspectors, shop QC inspectors, 5 பேர் இருப்பாங்க. Now I have replaced this 5 with one guy in a computer room. He has got a computer and he is seeing all this data coming into the reports. So from 5 operators, I gone into 1 operator, and then that guy is also very happy because now he is able to see a better visual representation of what everybody is doing. And automatically and the particular error on the report that report can also tell you which operator and which mission. So automatically he calls in the wireless and says that mission number 1 operator Velmurugan, please hold அப்படினு சொல்லலாம். So அது வரைக்கும் he can have a centralized control. How much time I have? 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah. So these are all the advantages. I mean, I'm here for the rest of the day and including my partners. So because of time limitations, we have to hurry up. But these are all the different advantages we have. This again, for dial gauge, for bore measurement. So you don't need to turn around to find the given spot. Automatically, the remote tells you. You take it out and then data gets transmitted. So all these are benefits. So I like to hand over to Silvac, who's our solution implementer. Like I said, they are a company who are able to solve our problems. So your problems might be different or might be the same. So that is where IACC and FAME is there to help you to connect with the right implementers. And in fact, he has come all the way from Pune. I told him you have to come and tell about this technology to everybody. So thanks for coming. His name is Vikrant, and Silvac is actually a Swiss company, but they are based here in Pune. They have an office in Chennai also. So I request him to continue.
Thank you, Bala sir, for giving the opportunity to explain what Silvac in Industries 4.0. So everybody talking now Industries 4.0 like Internet of Things. What Internet of Things did, it's automation, solution integrated to the production lines, interactions with your machines, as well as the data centralizations to collect all the data in the centralized, and the remote monitoring. So the person who is sitting in the any part of the place, he can access the factory via the Internet of Things. So what is the wireless spatial features? Like this is really wireless with the connecting the outside transmitter and receiver? No. So we have the Bluetooth instruments which is no cable connections, no additional transmissions and receivers required to our gauges, which is the Bluetooth chip is fitted with the inside of the instruments, which is really helpful to use to the operator. It's very easy. There is a one-to-one communications via Bluetooth, and the range of the Bluetooth, it covers up to 15-meter radial distance. And it's a very freehand to take a measurement from the instruments to the send to data in your computer. And it's patented for the Silvac few of gauges for the Bluetooth transmissions. So what Bluetooth connections features they have? We have 3 features in the Bluetooth: simple, paired, and HID. So the paired and HID modes they are sending the data in the Excel as well as the Play Store app software and the computer. So it is very easy to interface with your inspection sheet. The data can be sent directly at your inspection sheet, which is you already prefer by handwritten. And it is easy to interface with the third-party software like LabVIEW, PyWeb, QDAS, or any third-party software which they have facility to acquire the data from the computer. We provide the free software for the instruments to collect the data from the instruments. Like HID, you directly press the data and you can get in your computer, as well as the Play Store software we have. And for the single instruments, we provide a software which is free of cost. The free mobile app also available in the Play Stores with the tolerance mode, date and time. The mediator software required for the sending the data to the third-party software like QDAS, PyWeb, QCal, and if you want to send the data in the Excels. So why need the software for the digitalizations? We have the software for the digitalization, which is the display the value and the tolerance in many different modes like OK, not OK, green. CPCPK value, current runtime chart, control plan. We can use the barcode. If you have your component in the barcode, just scan it, the program will be open. As earlier Mr. Bala said, that we can log the instrument for the calibration. Once this calibration is over, the instrument cannot be measured the values. Then we can connect with the machines for the alarm, like if you are going to out of tolerance, then it will be go to the command to the computer as well as some light indications. We can use up to 40 Bluetooth instruments. We can use multiple layer gauging with the software for the analyzing the data. If you have your existing Excel sheet, so data can be directly dumped on the Excel sheet by pressing the foot switch. And we have the Unixel USP of the instruments, like it's a two-way communications. We via computer also we can send the data in the dial gauges as well as the instruments. Even we have the software that is the possibility, the attribute gauges go no go, we can manually enter in the software, which is generate the single report. So why digital, what we have in the digital instruments in the production lines, like dial gauges. It is a 0.1 micron dial gauge, PLC dial gauge for the communication with the machines. The small indicators with the Bluetooth for the special purpose machines. Lever indicators, micron caliper. That is an ultralight caliper for up to 3 meters. 3 meter weight is 3 kg. Digital filler gauge, it is the patented instrument. Micrometers, height gauges. That is a digital height gauges with the motorized input. And these all instruments comes with the Bluetooth. We have some internal measurements also with for the Bluetooth. Some air gauges we connect with the software for the Industries 4.0. Some small bench tables. 0.1 micron resolution digital display unit. 0.1 micron digital probes. And some bevel protectors. So we have some capital atoms for the measurement of the shaft scanning with the different applications. So if you have, anyone has interested to see the products, we have some small demo kit, and our Mr. Arvind, he is the regional engineer in Tamil Nadu, so he will be take care for that. Thank you. Thank you, Bala sir.